Misfit Nation.
Oh shit! Eat that pussy 445. I got the timestamps.
Okay, so what's...
All right, so what's going on here is, let me just set the the scene for everybody who don't know. EDP, which stands for, and I've never seen this guy before, but apparently he was huge on YouTube. EDP stands for Eat That Pussy 445.
Right.
Okay. This is a gentleman of quite large proportions, and he goes on YouTube and screams about the Philadelphia Eagles. He had when I saw the story break, he had 2.13 million followers. Now today, that might be like one something at the rate that shit was going. I really don't know. But so what's happening here is he got caught up messing with a little girl, or trying to mess with a little girl. He went there. It was a setup. He thought he was talking to somebody who was underage, and he was talking to grown men, and they caught him.
It was a 13-year-old.
It was a 13-year-old
that he thought he was talking to.
That he thought he was talking to. This is the second time that he's engaged, that we know of, like that's documented, that he's engaged with younger females.
Oh,
so sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. We can just sit right here on this curb right here. Okay, cool. What's up, man?
What's up?
No fist? Okay. No fist bump?
I don't fist bump people like you, man.
Okay. So before we get into any of the messages right here, I have 84 messages.
Okay.
So we have you talking to Sophie, correct? Yes or no?
Right.
Okay. Sophie is how old? Before, and again, I have it right here. I know the answer, but I just need you to tell me the answer. How old is she?
13.
13. Okay. And before we get into the messages, there was sexual content involved. Yes or no?
Right.
And you said.
Correct.
Okay, all right. So, again, what brings you out here today?
Well, I was coming out here to...
Glasses off.
Okay.
What the fuck?
He had control over him. He's like, hey, take your glasses off.
Okay.
I appreciate people that do this type of stuff, but I hate when they all do their best Chris Henson impression. Is that correct, sir?
They're trying to ask the right questions.
Yeah.
It's entrapment at the end of the day, but this is entrapment that I can get behind.
Of course.
Yeah.
How do you get yourself out of that?
You can't. And this is what,
gonna do
wait,
this
I don't want to spoil it, but that's what's so funny about the fucking video. It's like,
Okay.
Well, go ahead.
All right, so we're getting to your timestamp here.
All
to
right.
pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
Did you hear his reason for being
was-
there? Hold on, back it up.
That was him saying that?
Yes, back
Oh,
it
wow,
up.
I thought that was the guy behind.
No.
He said he's there to pick up a cupcake?
He asked him, why are you here?
Okay, long as I...
So go
I was
ahead.
actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home. There was, nothing that was going to be sexual involved.
Is this like Pizzagate? Cupcake is a code word?
For a little girl.
For a little girl.
She's a little cupcake. Snookum, snookum, jump.
For
That's nasty.
for 13 to 15, they're called cupcakes.
Jesus, that's sick, bro.
Ugh.
Here to get my little cupcake.
That's gross.
Was he trying to use the fatness to his advantage there? Like, oh, maybe he is trying to pick up a cupcake.
That's
that big.
believable.
His fatness at this point is the reason why he hasn't walked away, because he can't get away because he's too big. He can't
Fatness is
run.
what alerted him to go to the 14-year-old girls. It's secure now.
Well, I didn't watch this, but
Yeah.
I saw a little backstory on the guy.
Yeah.
And what I heard is he's a virgin.
Oh, is that part of his spiel? I didn't know that.
Well, I think he broke down and admitted it one day on his channel, so it's kind of a known thing. Or maybe the guy that I was watching was just fucking around, but he was never good with women.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, because we were having a conversation about this, and we were like, what makes a guy do this?
Right.
Like, throw away everything.
Oh my God.
And we can get into it as we go, but that's kind of the question I wanted to ask through this is,
What makes a guy does this?
This guy is should be a loser,
Right.
but he accumulated some kind of wealth and some kind of
Bro, he was getting
fame.
paid. He was getting paid, bro.
He had 2-point-something million subscribers.
He was getting paid.
Yeah.
He had the lifestyle that most would dream about.
Yep.
And he threw it all away because she had grass on the field. So he said, play ball.
Ugh.
Damn, bro.
Booty was more important than food. Booty. A man's
wow.
butt.
Freaky.
Ugh.
But,
Hey, baby.
Freaky. Hello, baby.
All right.
EDP, man.
Is there another?
Yeah. Hold on. All right, so go to, give me 1 second. Go to 301.
Question: how long will this interview be?
You don't get to determine that.
I got shit to do. I got shit to
How long-
do today.
How long do I have to
You
stand
don't
here and talk to you, huh?
You don't gotta determine that.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said, you don't determine that shit.
Determine that. Why
Yeah,
is he
he just-
using words like determine? Like he's
Like he's
like
smart
he's
like,
a
that.
real like he's an official agent of.
First of all, that guy, the guy
Depends
that
on
caught
why I
him is a
said digger.
scumbag. So yeah,
Is he?
Yeah, he's a scumbag. But at people bring that up, and I'm like, at this point, I don't care because I'd rather a scumbag racist take a fucking pedophile off the street. Fuck it, if that's what it takes. At least
Sure.
you got one of them.
He's
out
taking
of
out pedophiles.
here. Yeah. Who
What if
can-
he's just
who
going
can
after
complain
black
about that?
pedophiles?
Get them
Who
out of
cares,
here.
right?
Pedophiles.
That's
and
helping
pedophiles.
out the black community.
Yes, absolutely, because they're targeting.
Cupcakes.
He had the code word ready. Oh my god.
Question: how long will this interview be?
You don't get to determine that.
Well, like, what I don't understand, why are you attracted to like 13-year-olds? Like, why are you attracted to underage? Because you clearly said in one of the screenshots that you've always wanted to be with someone younger. Like, you like fantasize about being with someone younger,
Right.
and you're scared of being a sting operation or cops.
Right.
Like, what goes through your head? What makes this okay for you? Because this is disgusting. Real, man.
What goes on is loneliness, dude. I'll be completely honest with you, man. I'm not gonna.
He said-
Like,
He said
like,
lonely. He said he's lonely. He said it was loneliness that drove him to this.
Does he know he's being recorded?
Yeah, he knows.
He knows.
The camera is right there because you'll see.
It's
at
not a
one
hidden camera.
No, it's not a hidden camera. The cameraman, you'll see, like he actually has like a thing, like a gimbal or something.
a rig.
Yeah, he has something.
Wow.
So there's and
So
then,
it's just
and then
he's
this
caught-
guy also filmed with his phone out at one point, so he knew they were filming. So
That's crazy that he would just like, all right, I'm just gonna.
Could even say I was trolling, man. Those was jokes. I was fooling y'all.
nah, he went there.
I saw 18.
Nah, it was none of that. It gets it gets sicker.
Is that somebody who just wants to just like, all right, I want to get it out. I've been holding this in.
I'm gonna skip a few because I can play any one of these timestamps and they're gonna be just as egregious. Let's go to 2750. That sounds like it's gonna be a good one.
All right, I'm gonna go there in a second.
Yeah.
Because he's giving his sort of motive.
You want to
I
kind
wanna
of hear what he's going into?
Because I'm interested
He
in.
basically already said it.
It's loneliness, but I want to see if he expounds on that. If he
he's
doesn't,
going
then
to.
okay.
What does he? That's where he fucked up. Like, just walk away.
But he's like, that's what I was trying to skip.
He needs a lawyer.
A good one.
A good one. Yeah. This is it's
So
bad.
it's loneliness that drove him to do that, to throw away everything. Why not go out and get a girl your age?
Bro, there's plenty of girls that would leech off of his success. If he really wanted to smash them, he could. Like,
He could even get an 18-year-old and say, I want you to act younger.
as sick as that is,
As sick it as
it's
is.
legal. So
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
But
His name is Eat That Pussy 445 though. So it's like,
he had to get into this for that, like, to. Well, did you ever see the story that he actually met up with another YouTuber and he was like in love with her and he never knew how to fuck her?
what?
Like, he never
I've
knew
never
how
heard
to.
that story.
She was gorgeous.
Really?
Yeah, and she did Eagles content like he does. And he
And they were
tried
together?
No. He was like, she liked doing content with him.
Mm-hmm. She was getting views.
Yeah, sure. And then he could never seal the deal, so all his viewers were making fun of him for it.
Yo, imagine that. That's fucked up. You getting roasted by your viewers because you couldn't seal the deal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it's because they noticed when he would do content with her, he would act different. He wouldn't be all loud and shit with her.
Oh, he'd be cool.
He'd be like, yeah,
smooth.
so you know.
Totally changed up. Because I've only seen one version of him. So if he switches up in this bitch in the room.
Yeah, I'm eat that pussy. 445.
445. Follow me, ladies, for the midnight soul hour. We gonna get down and groovy.
All right, so loneliness.
Hannah Montana. Disney classics.
Why was that the song that it went to?
I know,
I
right?
don't know.
Off right there. Okay. When you say loneliness, like we've heard that millions of times, right?
Right.
Trust me, this is not our first time doing this. We've confronted hundreds of people,
Right.
and every single time some of them do say they're lonely, and sometimes we do understand that they're lonely because maybe they're not as popular or they're not as outgoing. But you have millions of followers.
Right.
Like, how are you lonely? You have like millions of followers. I bet you there's chicks in your DMs trying to hit you up.
Absolutely.
And you're here for a 13-year-old.
And I recall, I followed you for a while. I recall a few years ago, you did brag about having a girlfriend. You also in a live stream bragged about this little affair that you had with a teacher. So you probably have you have a ton of females in your DMs interested in you because, people like you for your person.
I bet you he makes all that up, though.
He definitely makes all that up. Yeah.
All his fuck stories are made up.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
One time I had her in the barn and after riding horses and I had her ride me into the morning time.
And we fucked so good and so hard. There's no detail to it that
It's real. It was good,
Yeah, bro. But he looks
and
like
her pussy tasted like how pussy should taste.
it tastes like nothing.
Well, I was
Look at his face though. Like,
it's like he doesn't think he
no, he knows he fucked up.
No, he knows he fucked up, but it's not like he thinks he did anything wrong. He knows he broke
still
the law.
He still thinks he can talk his way out of it.
You think?
Yeah, because there's
No.
gonna be a point in this video where he realizes he can't talk his way out of it.
Okay,
I'm telling you.
All right, so you're talking from a seen it perspective.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about how like a lot of these dudes, they're afraid to talk to grown women. This is my theory.
Mm-hmm.
They're afraid to talk to grown women because they can't handle the sort of conversation. And I think like guys like this get stuck at an age, at a certain age, and they don't develop mentally.
Into, you mean like using their brain?
Into being able to hold a mature conversation with a woman.
With a woman, gotcha.
So I think that's why they're attracted to younger.
Because they know they can talk to them without holding back.
guess.
What?
I
Like,
guess.
that's weird.
Talking, I don't know. Like there's less pressure.
What? I thought 12 years to 25 was enough pressure.
Don't you think there would be more pressure in talking to a grown woman
Oh,
if you weren't mentally equipped for it?
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's stuck at that age.
Yeah, he's still putting them on a pedestal.
Yeah, like thinking you could talk your way out of it. Like you're saying, that's a immature like.
This guy is the scummiest of the scumbag. Like there's gonna be some excuses that you hear that he's gonna get into. Is gonna be like, all right, you're a fucking wastoid. They should really just call them cops right now.
So you said 27.
Yeah, go to 2750. Let me see what that one.
15.
50.
50. Okay.
I wanted to ask.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is my life over?
That's up to you. Honestly, this is up to you.
See, it's immature. Like,
Is my life over?
is my life over?
Are you guys gonna
Are you guys
Are you gonna tell the teacher?
You really gonna?
You guys telling me?
You gonna post this?
Please don't post this, guys.
I think it's like a child trying to sympathy his way out of it. Like make them feel bad. Because that's what he seems to have done with his like career.
With his career.
Yeah.
It's just make people feel bad. Huh.
But not in a way of like overtly doing it.
Right. That's disgusting though, bro.
Oh. Do they read his transcripts at any point?
Yeah.
I'd love to hear some.
You gotta go to 3156. Let me see if that's one of their transcripts he's reading. Or you can play it from there. You can
keep playing it.
Yeah, just keep playing it.
Really, this is up to you.
Yeah.
It depends on how you react into this situation, because you can easily go hide under a hole and try to go under a bunker and try to hide and forget about this, or you can take an approach where you can go get help.
Like you literally and figuratively cannot run away from the problem. So
Like, this is not. And also,
That guy's an asshole. You literally cannot and physically cannot run away from this problem right now.
I didn't even catch that.
Oh
shit.
I can't find the timestamp. I don't know which one. There's definitely a timestamp.
I think he's
in
reading it
here
right here, actually.
All right, go ahead.
Another question: why were you threatening this girl?
Oh,
You were
no.
telling her, it's gonna be ugly. It's not gonna be pretty if I come here and it's a sting operation.
Oh, yeah, that's what he told her.
Why do you say it's not gonna be pretty? What do you mean by that?
So he threatened her. I'm on the way, but if I'm on the way and it's some fuck shit, it ain't gonna be pretty.
It ain't gonna be pretty.
That he thought he was talking to a 13-year-old.
He's taking
girl.
hostages. A hostage.
So now I can't. Now he's on the way, and I can't tell anybody if I made a mistake. I'm just trying to think of if it was actual 13-year-old girl he was talking to.
What was he trying to do to a 13-year-old at that point? Like mentally?
Right.
Huh.
This dude's sick, bro.
Don't call the. That's probably like. Don't
tell your parent. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah,
like, that's
this
what
is
that's
your
on.
last. This is the point of no return for you.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Fucking disgusting.
You embarked this far in conversation.
Yeah.
You owe me some pussy,
Bitch. Read the moniker. So was Eat That Pussy 445, was that the first 3 girls that he had sex with?
So
The
apparently he
4, 4, and 5.
he did this with he thought somebody was a 15-year-old girl, and he tried to meet up with her, and it was another like undercover sting, but it was only in the DMs. So they bring that up too, and he gets into how his mom died. And oh my god, bro, and that was the point where I was like, you should burn in hell, sir. Like that.
Damn.
You came here with the intention of doing a sexual act with a 13-year-old, and you got caught and was like, oh, but my mom died. Like, what?
What is that?
What does that have to do with anything that's happening right now? You're a scumbag. You're fucking. We should be able to fucking blindfold these fuckers and shoot them in the back.
If you catch them, like
on the
in
wall.
this kind of circumstance,
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Hangings.
Nothing to hang that big guy.
Public tar and feathering.
Yeah, like you belong to the streets now. Like
For the streets.
That's a threat. That's a threat of violence.
That's a threat.
That is a threat.
Obviously, it's a threat.
You said it's not going to be pretty if I show up there and there's a police sting operation.
Right.
So why are you trying?
He's so matter of fact about everything too. That is a threat. That is a threat.
He knows he's caught, so he's just gonna agree with everything they're
Why
saying.
not just shut the fuck up? They're not cops.
That's what I'm saying. He's just talking. He's guilty, so he's saying anything that he thinks can get him out of the situation. He doesn't realize.
But he could
that
just leave.
He could just leave, and I think because he's bigger than the average fellow, it's taking him more time for him. Because if you see, the video started from them. There was a little further up.
Yeah.
He's just talking and working his way down because he knows where the car is at, but he can't bolt because he's big. So he has to kind of. I'm just gonna keep
You
talking.
can just keep going though.
I'm just gonna keep talking, and hopefully they don't call the police till I get close enough to my car. And when they start calling, I'm just gonna go.
I'm glad he's talking. I'm just saying from his standpoint, what is he thinking?
He probably thinks because the camera's on him, cops are already called. Phone activities are already used.
You might think
So
that.
I'm just up already. I'm big. I can't run anyway. So
Do you think he's stupid enough to think he has to stay there?
Yeah.
and he's a
that-
YouTuber to know that YouTuber. So it's like,
It's like two friends talking.
It's like two people that he knows what he's in the industry for. Oh, you're a pedophile catcher. Fuck, I know what I
Yeah.
cut. Either way, you're gonna blast me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's content. Right there. Like, oh,
I
you're
think
a
there's
YouTuber? It's content.
I think there's got to be a part of him that wants to do this, though.
that wants to do what?
That wants to confess to it.
You think so?
I think any time you see the catch a predator kind of thing,
Nah, I don't
and they
believe
start talking.
I believe they only talking because they got caught.
I think a lot of yeah.
They get let go. That's why they keep talking. I confess.
I don't
now.
think so. I don't think you're that dumb.
Nah, some of these motherfuckers is
Some of them
dumb.
really think I got the gift of cab enough to get out of being arrested.
I could talk.
They'll say the
No,
damnedest.
that
I
exists.
could
I'm not
talk my
saying
way.
that.
I could talk my way into some 15-year-old vag.
Yeah,
I could
dude.
definitely talk out of this.
I think it's America being enablers, where everybody knows they can get sympathy for something. So if he goes into I was lonely, my mama died.
My mama died.
At this, that's why people go right into all their unrelated shit when they're trying to defend doing some bad shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
This is crazy.
Reach out to me about you, and at first I was like, okay, attention. I was, but then I see more and more and more, and I see you saying if anybody finds out about this, you're going to be in big trouble. Like you're trying to intimidate them. That's what you did today. You said it's not going to end well. So again, what's the ballpark number of how many minors you talked to? Like, obviously it's been 5. So after 5, what would you say the number is? 6. 6?
He just
6
admitted to
minors.
talking to 6 minors on camera.
Wow. I was gonna say that earlier. He's done this before.
Yeah.
He's got to
Yeah, of
show
course.
up and.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
I think so.
It makes me feel horrible for the girls that he did it to. Like, that shit is bad, bro. Jesus.
You think so or you don't think so?
I think so.
Um,
If he was able to talk to 6, and that's the 6, 5 of them he was successful with.
and then he
probably.
admits to one more,
Yeah.
so he's still hiding.
Oh, he's
some.
got a few other in the tuck,
Right.
for sure.
He's going. Okay, I'm gonna try to look honest by giving you something.
Bro, it's to the point where he could have a dead one out there and we wouldn't even know
Oh
about
Jesus Christ!
it. If you really
dead
want,
one
if
by
you-
accident,
If you really want
his
to talk
size.
about it. So, I mean,
Who the fuck knows?
get this guy off the streets. But yeah, I think that's why that timestamp was there, because he was asking him, how many girls have you done this with before? And he admitted to doing it with 6.
Right.
So, boom, I mean, I would be surprised if he's not in jail right now, to be honest.
And look, this isn't a blame the victim thing at all. But there has to be also like fathers out there have to teach their daughters like, look, don't just fuck somebody because he has a lot of money. Because I think there's a level to like this guy's not just fucking teenagers.
Don't talk to somebody that's older than you should be talking to.
Well, let's not pretend that there's not 13-year-old girls out there that know the game already
That's
because of
true.
what they're being taught in society.
That's true.
And I'm not justifying it all.
I know.
At all.
You
That's
guys
a scumbag, but you gotta say that.
Because if you don't, you said to blame me.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right.
I'm just saying that gets that's a what's it called? Scenario
Mhm.
that could happen.
Mhm.
Like that's what I'm saying is there's if he's approaching actual 13-year-olds and going here this money and blah 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 and they're not being taught better, they might go ahead with it.
Yeah, it's true.
That's all I'm saying.
It's true. It's true. God damn.
He didn't get caught by a actual 13-year-old. It seems like these guys just set him up.
Yeah, they set him up.
Yeah,
they were the 13-year-old. He was corresponding with them.
right. So do
Yeah.
you think any come out and
Me too.
say, hey, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's coming. I'm sure.
But they're
I'm
not-
sure
you
that
can't
might
show
be why
their-
he's not arrested yet because the
No,
cops
they're
are
not
trying
gonna
to
show
find
their
him.
identity or nothing like that.
Well, the cops are investigating it
Yeah,
right now.
Absolutely, as they
So-
should be. Which is why you need cops. Full circle, baby.
Exactly. Yes.
Full motherfucking circle.
Well, I'd advocate for not needing cops for this. You just fucking take them out back.
You could have caught him with a Big Mac in a box with the little wood sticking up with the string. You know, you just got the Big Mac right there.
Big Mac.
Pull the string as soon as he get under that shit.
Now, doesn't he start crying at some point?
Yeah, I think that's more towards the end. You can probably go to 37:44 and then let it play from there.
All right, and then we'll
Yeah,
wrap
we'll
it up.
wrap it up after that.
I just remembered the crying thing.
Yeah, this is definitely
Dude.
that's being honest, start leaking. So you got very for the purpose, you know, to skim over that. Then you sent a picture of what looks to be a piece of burnt charcoal, which turned out to be your. And
Yeah, that's the graphic photo.
yeah.
So he sent a picture of his
Doing me
cock.
favors with getting females, by the way. But so this is what's going to be inside you, but I'll take it slow as promised. So again, you wanted to also take her V card, correct? Why?
Again, he uses the term V card in the chat, right?
Yeah, he's not mature.
eh,
He's not mature. Damn, that's
Again, gotta
dangerous.
preface that's not making an excuse for
Of
him.
course
I'm just
not.
trying to pick the brain of a fucking sicko.
Of course not.
I think it's important to kind
it's
of.
a lot of things. We can always get back to it probably happened to him. He's got some
Of course,
undealt
yeah.
trauma and shit, but we ain't talking about that shit right now. He fucked up and he needs to pay for that
He's a
shit.
piece of shit.
He's a
Yeah,
piece of
yeah.
shit. Yeah. So.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I gotta see him cry.
I don't know, man. I'm fucking embarrassed.
Dude, that's horrible.
I know, man.
You're so
You should be
stupid.
embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. This is embarrassing.
I know.
This is creepy.
You know what he's doing? Because he's a big football fan, right?
He's
He's emulating the coach when they lose a game. Like when they do an interview, I'm embarrassed. We're gonna work better. We're gonna work harder.
I'm better myself.
We're gonna come back. I'm gonna watch a lot of film.
Yeah.
Come back next game.
I try to do 17 and older.
Look at his stance. It's like, coach, you know, we could have picked up on the defense a little bit, but you know,
Team
This
morale
man
is
said
down.
you sent a burnt charcoal to find out that was your dick.
and he was calling it his penis. These guys got to get a little bit like more insulting.
No, they have kid insults because they.
Yeah.
You know, this is the first time I've ever seen either one of these gentlemen. So it's interesting to see how the other side of unintellectual YouTube looks.
I want to do this, but I want it to be like more like we hunt pedophiles, but then when we get them, well, you're a piece of shit, you fucking scumbag. You did, you know what I mean?
Yeah. This is well, you gotta
They're too,
understand.
like-
This guy said he's a fan of EDPs.
Gives a shit.
He was like, I was a fan of yours. I watched you in high school. We thought you were cool.
Yeah.
Look
But
what
it's
you
almost like they're
did.
trying to get him to come around on the fucking, you know what I mean?
It's like an intervention. With
Yeah, like
investigation.
look, we can. If he would have said to me, "Is my life over?" I'm like, "You're goddamn right, it's
Goddamn
over."
right, it's over.
I'll be
Absolutely.
watching you.
This is going everywhere, sir.
Yes.
In about 16 hours.
They're going, "Hey man, it's up to you. It's up to you, man." What does
Just-
that mean?
Just give him a gun with one bullet. Say, hey,
Yeah,
whatever you gotta
Turn
do.
around.
I would have said that to him. If you probably, if I was you, I'd kill myself. I would kill myself tonight. Because tomorrow,
It's over. It's over anyway. So fuck it.
So disturbing. This is the lowest of the low.
And you also talked about a foot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why. That's
this
why I had
son of a
bitch. That's why I had it fucking tied.
why do they always gotta bring up foot fetishes? As if it's, and that's part of the problem.
Well, it starts with a foot fetish.
No.
It's a link, man. It's a link now, bro.
It's not a link. Stop.
It's a
Too
link.
many people.
Come on, man. Look, if we talk about numbers and we going against averages, look, I'm not
I'm
saying
sure he
you
said-
have that issue, but the majority of foot niggas looking kind of crazy
This
in
is
the
the-
light.
No. This is discrimination. I'll tell you why, because I'm sure he said, "Hey, I want to eat your pussy. I want to eat your ass. I want you to suck my dick. Like,
Yeah,
why
Trace
didn't
and
he?
all that.
Yeah, like, why isn't that linked?
Because he obviously was bragging about his foot fetish.
I want to see your feet, baby. That's gross, bro.
I hate it.
Painted yet.
This is discrimination against my people.
You won't stand for it?
Yes, I'm gonna make a flag. I'm gonna come up with a logo.
Foot fetish don't stand for it. Yeah, that's
Normalized foot fetish.
Normalized foot fetish.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see where he goes with this.
Sure.
So why did you want to lick? Did you want to lick a 13-year-old girl's feet? Yes or no?
Does it say it in there?
Yeah, you did. You said you.
Did I say? But you have a foot fetish. You know you said it.
He was like, God damn, I was feeling that horny. I was horny as fuck. I was feeling this
God
bitch.
damn.
I was feeling it.
He said he read it. He was like, you know what? You're right. I'm a piece of garbage.
Yo, I am the worst piece of human scum on the earth.
Is this where he's slowly realizing it?
This might be the turnaround look. He's
Look
like,
at
all
his
right,
face.
look, I gotta get out of here. I'm down bad right now.
This was a split second where he was thinking like, I could crack his neck and run. But then no, there's two of them.
I could probably get that guy, but the other two.
Other one looks wiry.
He's like, hope I ain't say I'm gonna lick her ass. Hope I ain't say nothing about ass. Please. Did I say something about ass?
Did I say something about ass?
He uses that as the like the rationalization. I didn't say nothing about ass though.
Was there any ass
come on,
play?
guys. Yeah.
Hey,
A little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I stayed away from the sodomy.
yeah, exactly. I'm not a sicko.
All right, wait. You got to play the rest. Fuck it.
You did talk about it, yeah.
Oh, okay, well, yeah.
Oh, well, what is like? But did you want the 13-year-old? Hey, closer. Did you want the 13-year-old licking your feet, or you licking her feet? What do you typically like?
I don't know. I've never licked feet before.
But you were interested, yes or no?
Right.
To lick a 13-year-old girl's feet.
Why is he still explaining himself?
You see, and this is the thing. Yeah, why is he still there?
Yeah, why is he?
And I don't even. He can't even be called a foot fetish guy because he hasn't even licked feet before.
You have to actually have committed the act.
He's an imposter.
Okay.
Yeah.
You bailed your guys out.
There you
Okay.
Got
This
you.
guy's good.
Got you, fellas.
All right, fair enough.
It was a 13-year-old girl. He talking about licking feet. He got some kind of crazy shit going on in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. He need to be
that's
off
the
the
problem.
streets.
Is the age of the appendages.
Yeah. You think I care if 13-year-old little Timmy was piping her out? No. They're
Right.
both the same age. This nigga's like 30, 32. The fuck, bro. It's over for this guy. All right, we could probably just skip straight to my last one. Let's go to 4306. I think he starts walking away at that point.
I would love to see where he starts crying.
You guys are going to witness that, though.
Look, you've been exposed for this 6 different
I'm sorry.
times.
They said they were gonna call the cops, and he was like, "No, let me call a treatment center. I'll get help today." And that's why he was like, "You guys are gonna witness me do that." And he's like, "No, we don't want to see that." So that
I kind of got to see that now.
All right, go back.
I got to hear him
Go back,
make
go
that
back.
last play.
That last.
That's a desperation Hail
That's
Mary.
a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
What can I say to get out of this right the fuck now?
He's got X's and O's in his head right now because he watches football so
football.
much.
Jesus.
He's playing this like a fucking Super Bowl.
Do I call the cops then? Yeah.
No, not.
I'll get sheriffs.
I want to call a place to go get help.
You're not gonna get help. You had plenty of chances to get help.
I know.
Every single time you got exposed for it.
You guys are going to witness that, though.
Look, you've been exposed for this 6.
You guys are gonna witness it though.
He looked at him like Paulie and Goodfellas. Like, come on. I mean, like that's a good idea, right?
I thought it was a good idea.
I thought it was a good idea. Shit.
This guy.
He looked like Thinking what I'm thinking? I go to a treatment center instead, right?
Hear me out.
No jail. No jail. No jail. Straight to the therapies.
It's different times. Here you are, you're not learning your lesson. This is not okay. This is not okay.
He's
Honestly,
sick.
we're
Now
doing
he's
you a
sick.
It took him 43 minutes to realize he was
It was like,
fucked.
fuck. I couldn't talk him out of it.
Oh shit! I'm fucked.
They really called him
All
the
this time. He can still leave.
He could still leave. He's still trying to beg him to hang up. As if you call the cops, they're gonna call right back. Like you can't just hang up.
Yeah.
Favor?
No, you guys, please.
Hi, is this Bakersfield, Kern County?
Are you guys really doing
Are you really doing
There's
this?
somebody here to
You're here to
You guys really calling the cops on me for trying to meet up with this 13-year-old? That's what y'all really doing right now?
She ain't even real, bro. It was y'all, bro. What the fuck?
He tries to switch. You know what? Shame on you, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Trying to catch me acting like a 13-year-old girl. You're sick, man.
You invading my privacy. This is against the Constitution.
You coerced me.
13-year-old.
Unsolicited photos. There's somebody here.
Are you
There's somebody
really
here
doing
to
this?
Yes. Okay, it's partner. I don't know.
Serious? Come on,
Really?
man.
Come on, man. We're trying to get you help. Because you're not going to get help.
He out of there.
I suggest
Gotta
you stay
slow
here.
walk it.
Everybody knows
That's
you
a, yeah.
are,
You gotta slow walk it.
You better just get yourself some help. Right
We're in
now,
hot
now.
pursuit.
You stay here.
High-speed bull chase.
You're the one who put yourself in this position.
Okay.
He could easily take out that nigga with the face mask on.
He could eat. Yeah, he could clothesline that motherfucker like nothing.
He admitted to wanting to have with her.
You have to deal with the other two. Though. There's too many.
It's the big one that he's afraid of.
He's gonna run off. Yes. Yes, I hear you.
Stand right here. Stand here.
Okay, give me picture.
You know where you are?
This is my chance. I'm out of here.
Stop you?
It's pretty slick for a big fella.
He was like, I can slip down. Look, you saw the jokes? The car came. He said,
Hang up my disgusting stuff.
shit, what I park? Fuck, I gotta get out of here. Them niggas really calling the police on me.
To say, please don't do this. Are you serious? We should be asking you, please don't do this to minors.
They need a better talker. This guy's annoying me.
I knew I shouldn't have had that third pizza earlier.
Here to meet a 13-year-old girl who wanted to do things with her. He admitted to do it. He admitted everything on camera.
Now he about to call. He about to call somebody.
Who's he calling?
I don't know, but whoever he called, look, you can see what he says.
Oh, you can hear him.
Yeah, you get him.
Yeah, it's right across from the wall. Grab the box on the right hand.
You know this is LA because the cops aren't there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's calling a friend right now. Philip?
Just please come. It's in Bakersfield.
Dispatch like, where are you guys again?
Okay, please come.
Bakersfield.
Sir, this yeah. Sir, this is LA. Pedophilia is legal.
Sir, what county are you in?
Let
sir?
him go.
You have no sympathy.
He's thinking, who can I call? Who would you call if you got caught
Bruh.
trying to rape a 13-year-old?
That is.
That's a good friend, whoever he's calling right now. That's a good goddamn friend.
Oh, it's he's just like in front of the apartment. We're just talking to him.
Look, little buddy, like, I'm ready. What you got? I got the karate moves.
I'm small, but I'm squarely.
I'm scared.
You don't want to fuck around.
He's thorough. I know his name. His name's Brian. Brian.
Whoever picked up, he was like, I'm going to jail.
Yeah. Sounded like he said mom.
Nah, his mom.
His mom's not alive?
Yeah, his mom's dead.
Ah.
Brian.
because he talked about that before. So that was one of the reasons he had a lot of fans.
He can't just please send somebody trigger. He came to 13-year-old.
He's still explaining to the cops what's going on. By the way.
He still has to make his case to get them out there.
Yeah, you got people fucking stabbing each
Either
other.
that, or he's not really talking to the police.
He's not talking to emergency. He probably called his lawyer.
Maybe. But then they bitched out because he was going to his car. They thought he had the yap on him.
Hey, CC. Hey, CC.
Yes, you
Hey,
know
bro.
what? Send the
Not
cop.
back here.
No, we don't.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Just send
I was like, all right, leave him alone. He's at his car. Leave him alone.
Sissy, get your ass back over here.
That's pretty much it. You can cut it out there.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's the legacy of eat that pussy 445. A cautionary tale.
13.
That should be the legacy.
EDP 13.
Fucking YouTubers. I could probably name you about 3 others that this is gonna happen to
Oh yeah.
in about 5 years.
Yep.